Tom Mulcair is a raging hypocrite. That is the topic of tonight's byline. After spending weeks calling for Elections Canada to be given the power to force people to testify during investigations, well, Tom Mulcair suddenly turned into a civil libertarian Wednesday after the Privacy Commissioner revealed that telecom companies are turning over some phone records to government agencies. According to the report, in 2011 alone, some 1.9 million requests were made and complied with by Canada's major carriers. And this sent Mulcair into high dudgeon.
Mr. Speaker, how can the Prime Minister justify the invasion of the privacy of 1 million Canadians by his government?
Now, I don't blame angry Tom Mulcair for raising issues about personal information being turned over to government agencies that just ask for it. I want to know, what kind of information are they giving out? Are they handing over my phone records without a warrant if the tax man asks? Are they snooping through my internet traffic at the request of the police, again, without a warrant? We don't know what these requests from various government agencies are or what's being turned over. Bell Canada, one of the few companies to respond, well, they've said they only give out basic name and address information like what you would find in a phone book. Anything else, they say, including unlisted numbers, well, that would require a warrant. If that's true, if that's how they're all acting, then hey, no problem. Most of that can be found online anyway. And if warrants and due process are used to get any other information, then who can complain? Still, like Mulcair, I'd like to know more, not because I don't trust Bell or Rogers or any of the other telcos, but because I don't trust government bureaucrats. But you know what else I'd like to know about? Well, I'd like to know how Tom Mulcair sleeps at night. As I said, this man has spent weeks demanding the government grant powers to Elections Canada investigators that police officers on a murder case don't have. He wants Elections Canada investigators to be given the power to compel testimony from witnesses during an investigation stage. Forget the phone company being, letting the government rummage through your phone records without a warrant. He wants Elections Canada to be able to rummage through your mind without a warrant. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call being a cherry picker on civil liberties. The Charter of Rights and Freedoms, a document Mulcair will profess his love for, far stronger than I ever will. It says right at Section 11, subsection C, that you cannot be forced to testify when you're on trial. So you're facing murder charges, and a judge can't make you testify. He can't make you talk to them. That's a charter right. Yet Mulcair believes that an Elections Canada investigator should have more power than a judge. I have to tell you, I'm shocked to find myself in the position of being the civil liberties defender that stands against encroachment by government departments and agencies. I didn't start out as an absolutist, but this encroachment by big government at all levels, well, it's made me this way. And you either have a right or you don't. And I'm not willing to cherry pick like Tom Mulcair or so many other political leaders. And you know what? I'd like to challenge you. I'd like to challenge you regardless of which party you support, which political leader you think is best. Call on all of them to stand up for basic civil liberties. These shouldn't be left-right issues. They shouldn't have party splits. No government agencies should be rummaging through our phone records without warrants. No investigators should have the power to compel testimony. Aren't these the sorts of things we should all agree on? We've had lots of examples, though, of politicians not standing up for fundamental freedoms over the past few weeks and months. Trinity Western and their rejection of their law school based on religious grounds. That goes against freedom of religion. Who stands up against that? So far, I've only heard independent MP Dean Del Mastro speak up. Free speech and the arrest of Bill Whatcott? Where are any of the political leaders on that? They're silent. All of them. The warrantless search and seizure and the High River gun grab, sure, some conservatives have spoken up, but progressives have been silent because they don't like guns. If it were pot plants that were seized, well, they'd be yelling, and too many conservatives would be saying, well, these guys had it coming. Not the point. No illegal search and seizure, period. It doesn't matter who's in power. Parties come and go, leaders come and go, but the bureaucrats, the nameless, faceless bureaucrats, they remain the same. And their goal is always to make their jobs easier. And they don't like the pesky charter or the Bill of Rights. They just want to snoop through your stuff and arrest you for whatever they find. We need to say no to that and force political leaders to be on guard against the creeping bureaucracy. Basic rights are not or should not be political tools. And that's the byline.